Alright guys, we're back. Alright, there's people already in here. Yo. What's going on, guys? Alright, this is about to be fun. This is about to be interesting. It's the first time I've ever done this. I'm putting my mic together right now. I had to put it on this. Alright, somebody send me the link to this live stream on Twitter. Somebody send me the link to this live stream on Twitter so I can put it on Twitter and tweet it out. I can't do it from my phone. I'm gonna continue setting this up, so hope you guys can actually see me putting this stuff on. I'm actually gonna take the phone around here before I start. Okay, I'm gonna unplug this real quick and I'm gonna show you guys. Can I flip this camera? Okay, so here's what the setup's looking like right now. Yes, I did change my shorts. I knew I was gonna be getting seen. So basically I have a 2 light setup. I have that light, and then a ring light. And then I have this camera right here, the 70D with the Sigma 18 to 35 lens, a Sennheiser MKE, I think it's MKE 600. That's going to be hooked up all the way to this box right here, which is the audio interface. That's going to hook into this computer, which is going to be recording the audio. Then I'm going to be using the iMac to record my phone's screen. I'm going to be hooking it up to that Anchor right there. So I'm basically going to be recording my face and my audio from there, or the audio from here, and then my phone screen from there. So that's pretty much what it's looking like right now. It's, like I said, pretty advanced setup. What's up with those ugly wires? It's basically just, this is a long cable because it has to be way over here, and that's going to hook into the back of this mic right here. It's an XLR cord. Oh, you're talking about under my desk? Yeah, under my desk is a mess right now. So I'm going to put this back down so I can actually get this setup going and you guys can actually enjoy this. So make sure to let me know also if there's any kind of, if you guys can't hear me, if there's any kind of issues. Let me switch this back. There we go. All right, I'm going to hide the chat on here and then go back to my desk or my computer. I'm going to tweet this out and then we're going to get started. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Just tweet this out. All right. Now I am going to finish plugging this in. Make sure this mic is turned on. Okay. Also, I forgot to show you guys this sheet. This is basically where I wrote down all the tweaks. I'm actually going to tape this to my tripod. So I'm going to show you. Hopefully you can see it. Basically just taping this. And if you wanted to see what my sheets look like, it's basically I just put the tweak and then just a small little description about the tweak. And I put that right here. I'm going to turn this light off. This light on. It's a little off-centered, it looks like. I need a cord for my phone. I might need that. I need to go get a cord real quick. All right. I need a cord for my iPhone 6 here. Let's plug into this. This is going to plug into here. And this is where I record my iPhone screen. I do it through QuickTime Player. no clue what's going on my lock screen right now. All right, new movie recording. These lights are so like out of sync right now. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get these lights. I was gonna go live after I already set all this stuff up, but I thought it'd be kind of interesting for you guys to see actually how I set it up. All right, so now we have the iPhone on the screen. Okay, cool. You can minimize that. Now I'm gonna move this to the side. I'm going to set a screensaver here. Now I'm going to make sure the video is set up properly. It's like at the right angle. Why do I look so weird right now? Okay, that should be good. I need to make sure these plants are centered. They're not centered, but even on both sides. Let's check on the chat real quick. Yes, very OCD, I know. And if you guys can see this is actually, it's showing my limiter right now. It's showing like the audio. I think it's too far away for you to see, but who donated $10? I appreciate that. Or is that from last time? I appreciate that, dude, whoever did that. Like I said, if anybody sends a super chat in this live stream, I'll be able to see it after the video ends, and I will include your name and the link to your channel or Twitter, whatever you want, in the description to this video I'm shooting. So just because you're a part of this, I think it's pretty cool. All right, so is this even gonna reach? Oh, I have it. I forgot I did this to make the stream look better. Okay. This needs to extend like all the way out to reach where I'm at. I gotta make sure that I can actually see the phone on. I have a flip out screen on my camera. I'm not sure if you can see that from the stream, but I'm looking at a flip out screen over here. I look like so dark right now for some reason. Okay. This mat is off centered. Okay, there we go. I think we are about good to go. I think we're about good. Okay, I gotta tweak a setting on here real quick, and we're about ready for liftoff. Okay. I see your comments. It looks like he's at the dentist. All right, I gotta set up the audio recording here. Set up audio. I gotta do a test recording because this crashed on me. If you guys remember from a while back, it crashed on me and it deleted all my audio, so I gotta do this every time now. All right, so now I think we are ready for liftoff. Who saw it? Did somebody see it? Okay, somebody saw it. Okay. All right, I think we're about ready now. I'm gonna minimize. Yeah, I'm gonna minimize that so you guys can't distract me. Actually, no, I'll keep it up just for fun. It's gonna be out of the picture anyway. Oh, I gotta turn my air conditioner off. That's a big tip. If you make YouTube videos and you want a great tip for improving your audio, turn off your air conditioner. Huge way, an easy way to distort your audio and make it sound bad. So, pro tip. All right, I think we're about ready. This needs to be lowered. All right, we're good. All right, now we are hitting the launch button. Okay. Record. All right, here we go. look weird right now. Maybe it's just me. Actually, I'm going to brighten this up a little bit. All right, now here we really go. What's up guys, my name is Brandon and welcome back to the 4th episode of the best iOS 10 to 10.2 Jailbreak Tweak series. That's an episode, okay, that's all I have to say. What's up guys, my name is Brandon and welcome back to the 4th episode of the best iOS 10 to 10.2 Jailbreak Tweaks. You guys aren't distracting me, don't worry. I don't usually mess up on this part, but you're not distracting me. I'm blaming it on my sickness. What's up guys, my name is Brandon and welcome back to the 4th episode of the best iOS 10 to 10.2 Jailbreak Tweaks. In the first 3 episodes, we took a look at 95 awesome tweaks for your iOS 10 device, and in this video, we're going to... Do I have 30 or 31? I think I wrote it wrong. Oh, it is 31. Wait. Yeah, it is 31. So in the first 3 episodes, we took a look at 95 awesome tweaks, and in this video, we're taking a look at 31 more awesome tweaks for your iOS 10 device. And as usual, I will include a list of all the tweaks, the sources, the theme that I'm using, the wallpaper, everything you need to know will be down in the description below. Should I mention people subscribing and liking in the beginning? I can see your chat. If I look over, I can see the chat. This is only the beginning and it's already funny. Like, I'm laughing. God, okay. And if you find yourself installing any of the tweaks I mentioned in this video today, I'd really appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up, and also And if you find yourself installing any of the tweaks I mentioned in the video today, I'd really appreciate it if you got, and if you find, alright, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm about to minimize the chat. I think it is distracting. I think I'm lying to myself. It is distracting. And if you find yourself installing, and if you find, God, I hate being sick. And if you find yourself installing any of these tweaks I mentioned in this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Alright, let's go and get into it. Alright, the first tweak is message heads, and I actually need to send myself a text. Should I do it from my iPad? I'm going to do it from my computer. The first tweak is called message heads, and as you can see here, when I get a text message, you see a bubble pop up right there, a message head on my springboard. And then you can basically just click on this and drag it around the springboard, and you also have the X down here if you wanted to get rid of it. But if you go ahead and click on it, you can see that it pops up right here, and you can quick reply straight from in here. So if I wanted to send something back, I can just go ahead and press that and send it straight from that message head. Go ahead and click on it again, then it reappears back on your springboard right there, and you can move it around just like that. It's pretty similar to the Facebook message heads. It's pretty similar to the Facebook Messenger. Message heads. And then, like I said, you could just drag it down to the X right there to get rid of it. It won't like. Damn it! Now I have to send myself another text. I have to send the same one. I don't have to send the same one. And then you can of course drag it down to the X right there, and it will get rid of it. And there's a car outside, really loud right now. All right, I think they're about done. All right. The next tweak is called Memento, and this just gives you extra options when you take a screenshot on your device. So if I go ahead and take a screenshot right now, you can see we have this prompt here to save to photos, copy to clipboard, or upload to Imager, or share. If I go ahead and click on share, you can see that I can share it through an iMessage, mail, add to notes, Twitter, save. We can do all that stuff just from this menu, and it makes it a lot easier so you don't have to go into another application to save this photo or send a photo or anything like that. Makes it really easy. That did not make any sense at all. Makes what easy? The next tweak is called, next up is Memento, and this gives you multiple options when you take a screenshot on your device. So as you can see there, I just took a screenshot. Now I have these 4 options here. We can save to photos, we can copy to clipboard, we can upload to Imager, or we can also share. This just makes it super simple to share. The photo without having to open up another application or anything like that. It's a great way to save time when saving your screenshots and sharing your screenshots around on the internet. Yeah, that works. I guess when you upload to Imager, whatever. I think you know what I mean. Ooh, next up is a tweak I actually like. Or I like all these tweaks, obviously, but this is one that I've been using a lot lately. It is spin. We'll play some music for you guys. Actually, I don't even think you can hear it since it's hooked up to my... Can you hear this? No, you can't hear it. Next up is spin, and this completely redesigns the now playing view on your lock screen. So as you can see here on the lock screen, I'm playing a song from Future here, and you can see we have this circular shape right here for the music. We can see the scrubber going around in that same circular shape, and it just looks really, really clean. I just remembered I forgot to say I was sick at the beginning of the video, if I sound weird. I gotta go back and figure out, do I really sound that weird? Do I sound different to you guys? Do I need to explain? I sound all right? No what? I sound fine? Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, cool, thanks. Thank you guys. I just remembered that for some reason. Now I forgot where I was on this tweet. Oh yeah, I just basically said the first part of it. So Spin does have some bugs right now. Like the scrubbing doesn't work fully, and so Spin does have some bugs right now. The scrubbing doesn't work fully, and it does actually. So Spin does have some bugs right now. The scrubbing doesn't work fully, and it also does conflict with lock HTML. So just be aware of that. And also I found a way to hide the clock here. So basically if you get a notification and if you swipe on that notification and hit clear, it does hide the clock there if you do have lock HTML installed. God, my throat is so dry. Oh, this is a advanced tweak. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna show on this one. This next one is Spring Plus. It's like a Spring to Mize alternative. Next up is Spring Plus, and this is the best. Next up is Spring Plus, and this is the closest you can get to Spring to Mize. Next up is, what's it called? Spring Plus. Next up is Spring Plus, and this is an alternative. Why is it? Oh, my music's still playing, really? Okay. Next up is Spring Plus, and this is an alternative to Spring Optimize 3, which isn't optimized for iOS 10 just yet. Not optimized, updated, I meant. Next up is Spring Plus, and this. Next up is, by the way, guys, I always do this. Like, I usually have to record these twice just because the first time is like so, like, it takes way too long to get into it. But anyways. Next up is Spring Plus, and this is a Spring Optimize alternative that basically lets you change a ton of things on your device. So as you can see here, we have lock screen. We can go in and disable certain elements and hide certain elements of the lock screen. We can do the same with the status bar, control center, notifications, app switcher, system-wide, and system apps. So you can see in here for app switcher, you can see in here for system-wide, all these different settings. It's really just a tweak you need to install and play around with and look at all the settings for yourself, but it is a very powerful tweak. And again, it's just an alternative to Spring Optimize 3 before that does get updated for iOS 10. Not really much you can say about a tweak like this. I mean, not much you can really show. You just have to basically say what it does. CC selector, okay, I remember this one. I actually use this one a lot. Next up is CC selector, and this allows you to, oh, I need to be on the control center. Next up is CC selector, and this allows you to select the application that was last. Of course, my throat's getting really dry now. Next up is CC selector, and this allows you to select one of the previous now playing applications by simply tapping and holding on the control center anywhere, and you can see we have music, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Those are the last three apps that were playing music or video on my device. And if we click on, say, SoundCloud, it will take us straight to SoundCloud where we were just playing a song. Nothing really needs to be said about that one anymore, actually. I was going to say something else, but that's pretty much all that needs to be said. Alright, I gotta skip forward to this song for the next tweak. Next up is Notify Music, and as you can see, this song is about to end here, and when it does end, and when it switches songs, you will see up in the status bar, it shows that new song that's playing. Every time a new song starts playing, you will get a notification up in the status bar. As you can see here, we have up there the new feature song that's playing right now. It drops down in the status bar for a quick and easy view. I went on too long, I was rambling. I could just skip songs, I don't need to wait for it. What am I doing? No sense. This is such an easy tweak. I don't know why it's saves from waking. Next up is Notify Music, and this simply sends you a note. Next up is Notify Music, and this simply adds a notification to the status bar when a new song starts playing. So as you can see, I just switched songs, and take a look up in the status bar, you can see we now have a notification for when a new song starts playing. Much better. This is a really cool tweak that saves you the time from going into the, this saves you some time. This is a really handy tweak because sometimes I wonder what song is playing and I don't want to have to swipe up from the control center or anything like that. This just makes it simple and easy to see what the song is that's now playing. Does that even make sense? I'm trying to replay it in my head now what I just said. I think it did. Next up is Tiny Bar. And if you notice how small that bar is, that is thanks to Tiny Bar. So let's go ahead and do it again. You can see up there that the bar that appears there in the status bar is very small, and that's thanks to Tiny Bar. It makes all your notifications up in the status bar really small and very clean looking. I'm trying to think of another way to send myself a notification. Just make sure to get Tiny Bar from the custom repo down in the description below. Don't just search Tiny Bar on Cydia and install the one there. That one does not work. Make sure to use the one on the custom repo, which is down in the description below. Seems like I'm going through these way too quick. Seems like I'm going way too quick through these. Oh, this is a cool one. This is a really cool one. Who just texted me? Who is texting me right now watching my stream? Come on now. It's a behind the scenes. It's supposed to be awkward and weird and funny. Next up is Tiny Siri, and this makes Siri a lot less intrusive on your device. So as you can see here, when I activate Siri, it just opens up the bar right up there in the top, and it's a lot less intrusive. It doesn't take up the full screen or anything like that. Just gives it a much more elegant look, almost like it should have been like this from the beginning. From the beginning of what? What am I talking about? Next up is Tiny Siri, and this makes Siri very small up in the top near the status bar. As you can see, it's a very small bar right there, and it doesn't take up the full screen. It's not near as intrusive, and it's just really, really clean and elegant looking. And there's what Siri interpreted and there's what Siri just thought I said. What is Siri talking about? Siri small up anytime. You're the status bar. Is the C is a very and her response was, who, me? That's funny. Locklift. I know we got some Locklift fans in the house. Locklift X is the next tweak. Next up is Locklift X, and next up is Locklift X, another favorite of Next up is Locklift X, and this brings the Apple Pay animation to your lock screen for the fingerprint sensor. As you can see there, when you put your fingerprint in, it basically makes it look like you just entered. Actually, you can just press the screen. I forgot about that. Next up is Locklift X, and this brings the Apple Pay animation to your lock screen. As you can see down here, we have like this thumbprint, CIA looking thumbprint thing down here. That wasn't even funny. I gotta check in on you guys, make sure you're still there. This is probably so weird for you guys to see, but it's like, this is what I do every time, so it's like not even weird to me. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Alright. You just roasted yourself, I did. Say chocolate? Chocolate. Look at this dude. Bruh, look at this dude. Alright, time to get serious. I can't get that image out of my head now. What was I even on? Locklift? I couldn't even spit out Locklift. We're 20 minutes in and I haven't even gotten past the 9th tweak. This is ridiculous. Next up is Locklift X, and this brings the Apple Pay animation to your lock screen. There we go. I just need to make it short and simple. I don't need to ramble on. See? That's the key, major key. So basically when you put in your Touch ID here, you can see it brings up the check mark right there, just like the Apple Pay animation. It's really cool and gives your lock screen a really, really cool look, very unique look. It does. Oh, it is in beta, that's right. I do just want to mention that this is still in beta, so just be aware of that. Hey, a simple tweak. Cool. God, my throat is killing me. Next up is clear. My eyes are watering now. Next up is clear on open, and this basically just clears the spotlight search text. Next up is clear. I feel like I'm messing up more because my voice keeps like dropping down and then going back up. It sounds really weird. Next up is clear on open. This just clears the text field here on the spotlight search every time you open it up. So if we go ahead and type in something like that and then hit cancel and then we go into it again, you can see it's clear up there now. We don't have to backspace on anything. This is just a very simple and handy tweak that just saves you some time so you don't have to backspace every time you want to search for something new inside of Spotlight. Hey, battery status bar. Finally get to talk about this one. I've got so many questions about this. Next up is battery status bar. I've had a ton of questions on this, so I'm finally glad to be covering this. So as you can see up at the top there, we have that little orange bar right now, and it's actually orange because I am low on battery, but it's usually green if you're full on battery, and then it goes down to yellow and red the lower you get in battery. But that's basically just your battery indicator, and it looks absolutely amazing, really clean, especially if you hide your status bar there. Now a super... Okay, this one's gonna take a while. Actually not really. Pickpocket 2 is the next one. Shout out to Z-iPhone, if you're watching this. Thanks for giving me this tweak for free to review it. Appreciate that. Doubt you're watching that, but just wanted to say it anyways. Next up is Pickpocket 2, and this is an anti-theft application that is chock full of advanced features. I don't think I've ever used that word on this channel, chock full. Cool. So basically, if you've jailbroken your daily drive, oh man. So if you've jailbroken your daily driver, you definitely need to have this tweak installed just to prevent it from being stolen, or at least this won't prevent it from being stolen, it's just going to prevent it from somebody clearing it. So if your daily driver is jailbroken, you definitely need this application just to prevent, it doesn't prevent people stealing your phone. So if you've jailbroken your daily driver, you definitely need this application. So as you can see, there are a ton of options in here, and I don't want to go through every single one of them, but if we go into airplane mode here, so there are a ton of options, and I don't want to be sitting here for 20 minutes, so I'm gonna be anyways because I can't talk. So I don't want to be here forever showing you every single feature because, like I said, there are a ton of features, but one of my favorite features is the fake shutdown feature. So if you go into shutdown options right here and then fake shutdown, you can see that you have, that's not even it. Where's fake shutdown at? No, that is it. Okay. So if you go into shutdown options here and then go to fake shutdown options, you see here I have allow real shutdown disabled. That means that you cannot even shut down the device at all. The only way to shut down the device is through a hard reset, and the thing about fake shutdown is when you do a hard reset on the device, it actually fakes it. So after 4 seconds, it will fake a hard reset. So if anybody stole your phone and they tried to turn it off with the hard reset, if they weren't really an advanced user and didn't understand that it took a while for the hard reset to actually take effect. After 4 seconds, the screen will turn black and you can't turn anything on. You can't do anything without a real hard reset. So the person that stole your phone is going to think that the phone is actually shut down. Meanwhile, in the background, it's actually sending you an email and a screenshot of the front and back cameras of the phone so you can see who stole your phone. As you can see down here, we have on fake shutdown, save front pick, save rear pick, same with at each wrong password attempt, and on fake shutdown. I have password canceled disabled just because that may happen. I have password canceled. I don't even need to say that. So this is by far one of the best features on this tweak, and it's a very unique feature to have on any anti-theft application. So this is one of the best features on any anti-theft application, if not the best feature. And like I said, there are a ton of other options. You should definitely check it out. There are a ton of other options. So many I cannot. And like I said, there are a ton of other options that I can't even cover in this video. I feel like I should have showed more than that. I haven't really used this tweak though, that much. Oh yeah, I need to talk about this one. One other feature I wanted to show with this is the lock screen information feature, which basically allows you to put information on your lock screen, like your first name, your last name, your city, your country, the number to call, and everything like that. So basically, if somebody finds your phone, they will have all your information there on the lock screen so they can call you and notify you that how will they call you if your phone is stolen? They have your phone. I guess, oh, that's your number to call, not your phone number. Another cool information is the lock screen information feature. Another cool feature in Pickpocket is the lock screen information feature, and if you enable this, it'll basically show your name, the city you're in, and the number to call if your phone does get. Another cool feature is the lock screen information feature, which basically allows you to, if you enable it right here, on the lock screen, it'll show your name, your city, and the number to call if your phone does get stolen. And not even stolen, if it just gets found by somebody, they can pick this up and see, oh, this is whose phone it is, I need to call them and let them know their phone is lost. It's a really cool feature. Like I said, a ton of features. It's a really cool tweak. Like I said, a ton of features in this. It's a really cool application. Like I said, there are a ton of features that I can't even cover in this video. All right, time to take a break and make sure everything is still recording. I learned my lesson with this, so I got to take periodic breaks just to make sure. Okay, that's saved. I'm going to check in with you guys in a second here. I got to save this. This is the only one that gives me problems. It's the one that records my screen. It gives me a ton of problems. Come on, save, so I can move on with this. My throat is absolutely killing me right now. My throat feels like it's on fire. Come on. You can do it, old iMac. Let me check the year on this, just so I can make sure. I think it's 2009. I just want to make sure because somebody asked in the chat. All right. Yeah, it's an early 2009, so I'm pretty sure that's the first one they made. Maybe it's 2008, I'm not sure. All right, now let's start the new recording. New movie recording. All right, I'm not going to record it yet. I'm going to check in with you guys here. Who's still here? Oh, I have nice legs. Yo, what's up, guys? I think I'm going to sleep. Too sleepy. All right, Emmy. All right, Emmy. Thanks for stopping by. Clown feet. Donations? Oh, I appreciate that, man. I'll check them. I'll check them later. You guys think I should do these more often, or you think this is like a good like one-time thing so you can kind of see how it goes, or do you guys would you enjoy these like periodically, maybe like once every couple months or something like that, once a month? What do you guys think? Are they entertaining at all? I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Like I said, it's the first time I've done something like this. I really didn't know what to expect, or I still don't know what to expect really. I kind of want to hear what you guys think about it. I don't know. Let me know. Make it a blooper series once a month. Love a behind the scenes look once an hour. All right, cool. So, till you're not nervous. I'm not nervous, though. That's the thing. Like, I'm not nervous at all. It's just this is really how it is. But it's kind of I'm messing up more because my voice is going up and down. It has to be perfect for me. All right, let's get back to it. Was it sear the whole time? I hope not. Can't change it now. Next up is alarm volume. This allows you to set a permanent volume for alarms. Even if you go into like silent mode, or if you turn your volume down globally on your phone, the volume for the alarms will stay the same forever. So this is a really handy tweak because I know sometimes you may put your phone in silent mode or have your volume turned all the way down, and then when your alarm goes off, you can't even hear it. So this is a great tweak for combating that problem. You also have options here to fade in the volume, enable on silent, and enable on ring as well. You guys know I love my alarm tweaks. Alarm tweaks for some reason are like my favorite tweaks. Oh, I like this tweak. I actually use this tweak a lot. Or I would use it a lot if this is my daily driver, is what I mean. Next up is sleeper, and this allows you to set a custom snooze time when you set a new alarm in your clock application. So as you can see here for snooze time, we could set it for we could set a 3 hour and 9 minute snooze if we wanted to. You would have to be the laziest person of all time to do that, but it's doable. You can also set a custom skip time down here as well. So this is very handy, especially if you use the alarm clock application a lot, like I do. Edge, okay, I've got a lot of questions on this one as well. Next up is Edge, and this brings the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Samsung Galaxy, yeah, that's right. That's way too long. Next up is Edge, and this brings the Next up is Edge, and this brings the Galaxy S7 Edge menu to iOS. So when you swipe over from the right of the screen, So when you swipe over from the right of the screen, you get this new menu right here. We have the Recents edge, and if we swipe over, we get the App edge, and we also have the Tasks edge right here, and all of these are customizable. So if we go ahead and tap the Add Task button right there, you can see we can add a new task. All these things right here. You can have camera for Instagram, you can have search for YouTube. Let's do search for YouTube, and as you can see, it adds it right there. And if we swipe back to the App edge, you can basically just add a new application in there just this easily. No need for respringing or anything like that. It's really cool, and just another great way to multitask on your device. I love this tweak, by the way, guys. If you haven't got Edge yet on your device, go ahead and download Edge. It's an awesome tweak. Oh, there is one thing to be aware of though. Hold on, listen to this. The only thing that's kind of annoying with Edge is that you can sometimes accidentally enable it. So if you're like trying to swipe your screen, so say I'm trying to go to the next page on my Springboard. I may accidentally pull out the Edge menu instead of actually switching pages. And you can also do it in Safari and things like that as well. So it can get annoying, sometimes if you accidentally enable it, but it's still a really great tweak. Safari tools, another must-have. Safari tools. If you don't have Safari tools yet, grab Safari tools. That's 2 words. And what website should I go on for this tweak? To show this tweak, Safari tools, what website should I go on? Tell me what website. I'm gonna go to the website that one of you guys says. Google, YouTube. Do I always do these barefoot? I'm indoors. Of course I do it barefoot. Walmart, Apple.com, Amazon. I've seen a lot of people say YouTube. Alright, so I saw a lot for YouTube, so I'll go on YouTube. I was on Apple, but I'll go on YouTube. I'm gonna try to get you guys involved in this too. Don't worry, I have some more stuff. Next up is Safari tools, and this gives you a ton of Next up is Safari tools, and this is like a bunch of tweaks. Next up is Safari tools, and this is like a bunch of tweaks. Next up is Safari tools, and this is like 10 tweaks packed into one tweak, and it makes the experience browsing on Safari a lot better. So this gives you, there's a car alarm going off, are you serious? Okay, there we go. Am I gonna have another police incident? Am I gonna end up on Scarce again? Something going on outside? What was I? So as you can see, I have the full screen experience right here. I have it in a complete. So as you can see, I have the full screen experience right here, and if I scroll down, you can see it disappeared. So I have the full screen. So as you can see, Safari is in full screen right now. We don't have any status bar or anything like that. And if we start scrolling, you can see it takes up the entire screen, the address bar disappears, and the tabs in the bottom disappear. We have a really cool and just much more intuitive So as you can see, we have the full screen experience. We don't have a status bar or anything like that. And then when we start scrolling down, you can see even the address bar and the tabs and everything on the bottom disappear for a great experience. And like I said, there are a ton of other tweaks that I've shown in previous videos that this basically just combines into this one tweak. Stuff like Safari full... Too many S's. And like I said, this just combines a lot of the Safari tweaks, especially ones I've covered in previous videos, all into one tweak. It's really a must-have if you find yourself browsing on Safari at all on your device, which is like everybody. Next up is data meter, and this adds a widget to your widget section in iOS 10, and it shows you Wait, our widget? Yeah. Next up is data meter, and this adds a custom widget to your widget section here that shows your data usage for both Wi-Fi and data. Cellular, I meant. I think they know what I mean. And as you can see here, we have used and remaining. You can actually set a custom amount for the amount of storage, not storage. So as you can see here, we have today, we have used, and we have remaining. So as you can see here on Wi-Fi, I only have 577 megabytes remaining before I go over my limit. Obviously, this isn't real. This is just for this testing purposes. But if you use, if you had like a cellular plan and you only could get, like 3 gigs a month or something like that, you could set the limit at 3 gigs and it will show how much data you're actually using. And you get this cool little status bar here as well that basically tracks your progress and shows how much data you've actually used. And again, it's in a really convenient spot, and you can just basically take the widget, swipe it, and bring it all the way to the very top so it's there for very easy access. That was way too long. Next up is data meter, and this adds a custom widget to your widget section here that tracks your data usage. So you can basically set a maximum amount. Brandon.exe has stopped working. Next up is data. Well, I feel like I have something on my mouth now. Next up is data meter, and this adds a custom widget to your widget section here that tracks your usage, your data usage, and it basically shows you how much is remaining in a certain period of time. So if you only get like 3 gigs, or 5 gigs or even 10 gigs of data a month, you can basically track how much you're using and how much is remaining for you to use until. So if you only get like 3 gigs, 5 gigs, or even 10 gigs of data a month, you can basically just put that value in the settings into here, and it will show you how much you've used and how much is remaining for that certain period of time. Really convenient, especially if you're on a data plan and you don't want to go over that data limit. Finally. Hey, an easy tweak. This will help me recover. Next up is tap folder, and this is a very simple tweak that basically just lets you, I need to stop saying basically. Next up is tap folder, and this is a very simple tweak that just allows you to double tap on a folder to launch the first application inside of that folder. So as you can see there, when I tapped on that, when I double tapped that, it automatically brought up files up for me. No, I included a tweak on here that doesn't work. Rip. Actually, it does work. What am I talking about? That's just the background I have. Next up is CC background. This allows you to have a custom background for your control center. And this can look really good, especially if you add like a blurred image that kind of, and this can look really good if you have like a blurred image on there, something that really just matches with the background of your Springboard's wallpaper. And while we're here, you may have noticed the blurred section above the control center, and that is thanks to the next tweak called System Apereo. All it does is just blur the section above the control center for a really clean look. Next up is Trans Spotlight, and this just makes the Spotlight search bar completely transparent and really blend in with the background. This is just another one of those very simple, small tweaks, but I'm very OCD and this is just another one of those very small, very minimalistic tweaks that doesn't really make a big difference to the majority of people, but to somebody OCD like me, this really does look This is just another one of those very small, simplistic tweaks that won't make a big difference to a lot of people, but for OCD people like me, it's a great addition. I gotta make sure this is still recording. All right. I'm gonna check in with you guys real quick. Make sure we're still rolling. Oh, we got 93 in here now. I'm choking. Wait, what? It says I'm unable to connect to chat. Rip. Hey, don't say I'm choking. I'm not Curry. I'm not the Warriors. It was over 100? Oh, wow. I'm a graham cracker? Okay. There's 31 tweaks on the list. Appreciate that, Dubstep. Thank you, man. How's the audio, guys? Can you hear me okay? Am I like too loud? Am I not loud enough? Is it like sound like I'm 10 miles away? What's the verdict? It's fine, okay. Rap God. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's finish this off strong. We're on 22 right now out of 31. My battery is on half. Who is texting me while I'm doing this? Like, come on now. I know somebody's watching me texting me right now. Next up is adaptive keyboard. This allows the keyboard color to... Next up is adaptive keyboard, and this makes the keyboard adapt to the application's dominant color. So as you can see here, we're in notes, and the dominant color for notes is yellow. So as you can see here, the keyboard rather, is that yellowish brownish color that is the dominant color of notes. And if we go to the messages application, you can see that the keyboard turns green. And if you go to the messages application, you can see that the keyboard does turn that green color, and it does that with every application. And as you can see, it's green in the messages application, and it basically just takes the dominant color, like I said, for every application and changes the keyboard up for that color. So as you can see in the messages application, we have the green keyboard, since green is the dominant color for the stock messages app icon. That's the dominant color in the icon. So basically just changes the keyboard color to whatever the dominant color in every application is. Really cool way to spice up your device. Oh, I was supposed to enable a tweak. I can enable movable 9. Next up is bar fade, and this crossfades the status bar when you go into applications. So if I go into an application here, you can see that the status bar just fades out and completely disappears, and now we don't have a status bar. And if we go into these settings here, you can see you have all these options here for bar fade. You can fade on lock screen, fade on home screen, fade on applications, and you also have the option here to hide the status bar on lock screen, or just hide it everywhere. So if you don't have movable So instead of using movable 9 to hide the, so instead of using movable 9, so you can actually use this tweak to hide the status bar, so you don't have to use movable 9 to hide the elements up there. You can just use this tweak to completely hide the status bar everywhere. Huh. This is a tweak this is the definition of OCD right here. This tweak right here is the definition of being OCD. Like, this is like another level of OCD. It's pretty funny. Oh, it's not even activated. I disabled it in iCleaner. I'm gonna re-enable it. Now is when this may stop recording because of a respring. Please don't stop. Please don't stop recording. Alright, cool. Alright, this tweak right here is the definition of being OCD. The definition of. It's such a, like 90%, maybe nobody in here even noticed this. Next up is marrows, and this just simply changes the direction of the arrows in the. Next up is a tweak called marrows, and you guys know I'm OCD, so I'm in love with this tweak. It's something super simple that probably 90% of you never even noticed, but it changes the direction of the arrows here in the mail application. So as you can see here, when you go into an email, usually it has arrows left to right, but this changes it to up to down. So by default, when you go into the mail application, the arrows here when you open up an email are, so by default in iOS, the arrows here are left and right, but with this tweak, it changes it to up and down. And in my opinion, that's really how it, and when you think of like the list, I don't know why Apple decided to put left and right arrows, but up and down just makes so much more sense since you're basically going down the list when you want to go to the next email. OCD props. Next up is translucent messages, and this adds a background to the card full. Rip. Look at that still picture of me. That is funny. Alright, I just deleted a bunch of things, which should be good. What are we on? I don't even think this tweak works with dark messages enabled. If you guys wanted to customize the look of your messages, translucent messages is amazing. I don't think it works with dark messages though. I gotta disable dark messages real quick. It's working earlier, it's not working now though. Let me go ahead and start a new recording just so it doesn't get deleted again. Alright, let's see if it's working now. Translucent, oh, there we go. Look how sweet that looks. I don't even know if anybody can see that. That's my messages application. I don't even know if anybody can see that. We are almost done. I think we have translucent messages is 25 out of 31. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We'll do this, boys and girls. I think there's, I don't know. I'm gonna stop. Alright, hopefully this is the last screen recording. And boom, and boom. Next up is translucent messages, and that's how I have this really cool background effect on my messages. Next up is translucent messages, and that's how I have this awesome background inside of my messages application. It basically just takes the background and makes it translucent. It gives it this really heavy blur look for it. It basically just takes the background color and blurs it. Basically just takes the black. Basically just takes the background and blurs it. It basically just takes the background and blurs it for a really clean look. And just note that this does not work if you do have dark messages enabled, to make sure that. And just to note, this does not work if you have dark messages enabled, to make sure to disable that or delete that before installing this tweak. Translucent Cydia. This is another same thing except for in Cydia, the install page. What am I going to delete? I'm going to delete volts. Next up is translucent Cydia. This does the exact same thing, except for in Cydia, you can see it has the translucent background right there on the install screen inside of Cydia. Because nobody wants to look at just a black screen. Yeah, they do. What are you talking about? Where did that even come from? Alright, that's it. Imperial. Next up is Imperial. This gives you custom suggested applications when you go into your app switcher. So as you can see down there in the app switcher at the very bottom, we have Cydia, which is the suggested application. If we go ahead and swipe and drag up on Cydia, you can see it brings up Cydia just like that. It also works on the lock screen as well. So if we go back to the lock screen, you can see down there in the bottom left, we have the Cydia icon. And if we go into the settings here, you can see we have a kill switch, we have override Apple suggestions. You can also, if we go into these settings here, you can see that we have the kill switch, we have override Apple suggestions, you have show in lock screen, and also show in multitasking. And you can also change the suggestion name, which changes the bottom name. By default, it's Imperial. You can change it to whatever you want. Then you can go to select application if you want a select application to be down there at all times. You can choose from system applications and then scroll down. You can also have user applications down there as well. All right, that's all for that page. Next up is Nest 10, and this allows you to nest folders inside of. Next up is Nest 10, and this allows you to nest folders, which means you can basically just add folders and make folders inside of folders. It didn't even make a folder. What? Oh my god, I made like 10 folders. Oh my god. I just made like 10 folders inside of a folder. No. There's 4 folders inside of a folder. It takes me like 20 minutes to get back to the home screen. Oh my god. One thing to note though is that you can't just move a folder into another folder. You just have to nest the folders, which means you basically just have to add One thing to note though is that you can't move a folder inside of a folder. You just have to make the new folders while you're already in that folder. Folder, 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 folder. I literally made 10 folders inside of here. Oh my God. What am I doing? Next up is music mark, and this marks a song where it was last left off and picks up on. Next up is music mark, and this marks the spot on the music. Next up is music mark, and this marks the spot on the song you were just listening to, and it remembers that so that the next time you go to that song, it starts playing from that spot. So if I go ahead to the, so as you can see here, I'm on 1 minute and 31 seconds on this song. If I go to the next song, you can see it starts at 0, but if I go back, you can see this song starts again where I just left it off at 1:31. This is really convenient if you like respring your device or you reboot your device. This is really convenient if you like respring your device and you want to pick. This is really convenient if you want to like respring your device and start playing the song. This is really convenient if you want. This is really convenient if you respring your device and you want to keep playing the song from where you left it off, or if you reboot your device. This is a great way to do that. But obviously it can get annoying if you go through like a whole playlist and every single song starts off like in the middle of the song. It can get annoying for that reason. So just use it, if you have a use for it, you can go ahead and download this tweak again. It's called Music Mark. Next up is phoning. Next up is phoning. As you can see, when I start typing in a number, you can see we don't have the backspace button up there or the X button up there where the numbers are. So it just cleans up the whole look of the phone application, especially in the keypad section. Last one. This is one that most of you already know about, but I still need to cover it after I disable this status bar. And the final tweak is one that most of you probably already know about, but if not, it is lock HTML. So I get a ton of questions on this all the time, and that is how I set up my lock screen. That is the best lock screen tweak in my opinion. Again, so I get questions on this all the time, so I definitely wanted to cover it in this video, and basically this is just what. So I get questions on this all the time, so I just wanted to cover it in this video. There's so many different themes. This is the best lock screen. I get so many questions on this all the time. People always ask me what's the best lock screen tweak, and I always tell them it's lock HTML. So just make sure to add this from the repo. So just make sure to add this from the repo down in the description below, and I'll also have a guide down there for how to install certain. So just make sure to download it from the repo down in the description below. And this tweak is what also allowed me to. And this tweak is what also allowed me to disable the time and all that. And this tweak is what also allowed me to. And this is also what allowed me to hide the clock, the unlock text, everything like that. As you can see here, we have all these options to remove elements on the lock screen. You can have a custom. So that's also what allowed me to hide some of the lock screen elements like the clock, the unlock text, the try again text. You can see you have all these elements you can hide on the lock screen. This is also how you set a custom timeout on the lock screen. So as you can see here, I have mine set on 2 minutes. That means my lock screen will not dim out and go back. You also have a custom lock screen timeout here. As you can see, I have mine set for 2 minutes. This basically means that my phone will not, You also have a custom lock screen timeout, which means that as you can see, mine set at 2 minutes. That means my screen will not dim from the lock screen for 2 minutes. And if you go into the advanced section here, you have a set widget coordinates, which will definitely come in handy when you start getting a little bit more technical with the widgets you install. I'll also have a repo down below for the widget I'm using, and basically that. I also. I'm gonna go back to the lock screen. I also have a link. I also have a link to. I also have the source I added to. I also have the name of this lock screen. I also have a name of this lock screen widget right here in the repo to get it from, and that same repo is where I recommend you get all of your widgets from for Lock HTML. All right, get ready in the chat to tell me. I think it was Tommy, the top donator. I'm gonna mention his name here in a second, so hold on. What do you guys think of those tweaks? Do you guys think what do you guys think about that? Do you think it was like a better episode than the last episode? You know, what do you think? I know it's kind of hard to tell from this, but I just kind of want to get some opinions. It was great. Okay, cool. I'm not going to send the list. I'm going to be uploading the video this weekend, so you'll see all the tweaks there. Okay, cool. Hey Tommy, if you're still in here, tell me what you want me to say. You want me to say your name, Tommy, and your last name, or do you have a preference? Okay, cool. Actually, I can stop this now. So there you have it, guys. Those are 31 more awesome iOS 10 to 10.2. So there you have it, guys. Those are 31 more awesome iOS 10 jailbreak tweaks compatible. So there you have it, guys. Those are 31 more awesome tweaks compatible with iOS 10. So there you have it, guys. Those are 31 more awesome tweaks compatible with the iOS 10 to 10.2 Yalu jailbreak. And before I go, I just want to give a shout out to Tommy, who was the top donator in my live stream that I did before this video. And I just want to say that I live stream. And lastly, I just want to give a shout out to Tommy, who was the top donator in my live stream tonight. I actually do the live streams every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, if you didn't know, so make sure to come out next weekend at Friday. Also, lastly, I want to give a shout out to Tommy, who was the top donator in tonight's live stream. I do these live streams every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, if you didn't know, so make sure to come out next Friday night if you don't have any plans. Why did I say it like that? I'm just going to go with it. I need to stop overthinking it. I also have a list of some of the other supporters that supported me in that live stream as well, down in the description below. And fun fact, I actually streamed this whole video while live streaming, so everybody in the live stream right now actually watched me record this video you're watching right now, which is pretty cool. They got to see a behind the scenes look, all the bloopers, and everything I didn't edit. So if you want to get notified when I do stuff like this, make sure to subscribe and So if you want to get notified when I do some fun stuff like this, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified when I do some streams, some sporadic streams, random streams like this. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And again, make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Wow, how's my voice so high? So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. All right. let's end this. Save. Save. All right, Tommy. Is Tommy? Somebody said take care, Tommy. Is he leaving? Appreciate that, Jason. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool for you guys to see, how much actually goes into these videos, because I know a lot of times it seems like it's like, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, praise me, I'm doing so much hard work or anything like that. I'm just saying a lot of times these videos, they don't look as tough as they actually are to create. So I think it's kind of cool just for you guys to see, a lot of these big creators, they think pumping out videos all the time is an easy task. This is just kind of a glimpse, into the life. It's not just me that does stuff like this. Maybe I mess up more than the average person, but I think it's a really good look at, YouTubers in general and stuff they don't edit out. So I just think it's pretty cool. All right, it's all saved. It's all saved, so now I can see the stream. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you. I can't pay for apps. All right. I can do some Q&A now if you guys have any questions or anything. I can do a little Q&A sesh real quick before I get off to editing this video. I'm actually going to turn this light off. It's way too bright. So what do you guys think overall? I mean, I know I've asked you a couple times, but I just want to I can actually sit down and read now more. All right, Tommy, I'll get to those in a few. It's good? All right, cool. Pretty good, just pretty good. Any ETA on Priority Hub? Nah, not just yet. Can't wait till the vid's out. Yeah, I'm going to be editing it. I'll probably edit it. I'll probably start tomorrow morning, and I'll probably finish it by the night, and then let it export overnight, and then hope to get it uploaded on Sunday afternoon. What's up, Eric? Yeah, I remember you. At least I can say I was here before 100K. You were here before 1 view. Leave a blooper in? Just one? You guys want me to leave one blooper in? What blooper, though? I mean, there's so many bloopers to choose from. It's like, it's cool seeing behind the scenes. Yeah, I agree. Leave an Easter egg? Yeah, I always leave an Easter egg, but most of the time people don't catch them. You asking for my name? You were here at 55 subs? It's a good inside view on how people makes videos. Yeah, that was my real, that's what I wanted to do with this stream. I wanted to kind of give you what it's really like, because I feel like a lot of YouTubers wouldn't show, what it's really like recording a video without the edits and everything like that. Does it hurt a lot when you talk? Not really, but since I'm sick right now, it's like my throat is just on fire. So yeah, this one was a little tough on me, but the previous ones, nah, I'm usually fine. Edit a picture of cheese into the video somewhere? What? That's so random. I'm mad, I missed it. Oh, you missed it? Priceless Beauty? I think I'll probably leave it unlisted. If you go to my Twitter, you can get a link. I'm gonna leave this unlisted. Appreciate that, Scott. What's up, Noah? Yeah, if you're just now joining, I just wrapped up after 84 minutes. I told you guys from the start, expect at least an hour, because usually, that means this video is gonna turn out to be, 20 something minutes, most likely. Actually, no, this one was a little bit longer because I was looking at chat and things like that, but it'll still probably be 20 minutes. Did you review the onion tweak? What? No, I didn't review that one. I'll show you guys. Do you want to see the list? Let me turn this off first. A couple people asked me about the list. I don't even know if you can read that from the front-facing camera. If I switch the camera, maybe. There's what my sheet looks like that I read off of. That is what it looks like. I basically just write the tweak and like bold letters, and then just put like a little description of what it is. No, message head works fine. There we go. Message head works fine. I'm back and I'm better. Where'd you go, Siobhan? I just wrapped up. Should I jailbreak now or wait? Depends on your device. Yeah, message heads is awesome. I love message heads. That's one of the tweaks I'm definitely going to have on my daily driver. What's up, Eric? Hope you're recording. What's up, dude? Are you tired from this? Not really. When I recorded like the top 50 plus, that's when I got tired. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not tired, but I don't know. This is like keeping me awake. Like, what's up, Eric? What's going on, dude? Didn't know how to get paid tweaks for free. There's a ton of videos out there showing how to do that. Did you type all those tweaks? Yeah. You're recording the perfect jailbreak setup? Oh, you missed it. You missed the laughs. What camera do I use? I use the 70D with a Sigma lens. This is the Sigma 18 to 35 art lens. And this is a Manfrotto tripod. This is like, if you're looking for a tripod and you have, you're not on a crazy tight budget, I highly recommend anything from Manfrotto. This is easily the best tripod you can get, in my opinion. Yeah, it is expensive, but I mean, I used to think that tripods were like you could just go cheap on those, but you'll notice a huge difference with a high quality tripod. What's going on, Pivot? Gives me anxiety. I need a drink. My body was 600 alone. Yeah, that lens is 800, and the body I think was 900 or 800. I don't know. Usually the lenses, like good quality lenses, are more expensive than the body itself. My Snapchat's it's not in the description. My Snapchat's BB255. No, I'm in North Florida. Apex 2 is supported. Yeah, Dev, that's it. Tweaks are actually coming out. I mean, they're coming out kind of quick. It's just never going to be how it used to be with tweaks. Tweaks used to come out like every day, like a new, like innovative tweak, like a crazy, awesome tweak back in like the iOS 8 days. In general, it's slowed down a lot. What's up, Frosty Dog? All right, Tommy, I'll get to you for sure. Nah, not Tallahassee. Yeah, if you want to add me on Snapchat, go ahead. I'm not too active on Snapchat. I'm more going to be active on Instagram. My Instagram is just Brandon Butch. Appreciate that, Siobhan. Realist. Yeah, you did miss it. It's going to be up for about 24 hours unlisted. So if you go on my Twitter, you can see the link. It's going to be unlisted on there. Will you ever become a jailbreak developer? Probably not. Anybody have a cough drop they want to send me? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Tallahassee. I mean, I've been there. I don't like Tallahassee, Gainesville. I don't like a lot of places in Florida. It's not that I can't get cough. It's not that I can't buy cough drops. I just don't want to like leave the house at midnight to go get cough drops. Yeah, I know you're joking. You'll get it in 5 to 7 business days. Hey, my PO box is on my YouTube, so I'll send you a pizza to your PO box. Am I red or green? You're red. How can you become a jailbreak developer? There's some tutorials out there. You basically just need to download Theos. Your subs are funny. When will the video be uploaded? I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna edit it tomorrow. It's probably gonna take like all day to edit. That's another thing. I think it'd be really cool to show you guys me editing a video, but it'd be so boring. Like it wouldn't be as funny. Look at Brand sipping. Yeah, you guys don't know what's in this cup. I told you I've been listening to Future. Like you don't know what's in this cup. But I think it'd be cool to watch me edit, but at the same time, it'd be so boring because there's not really like bloopers or anything funny, and it takes a long time to edit. Long, long time. You help me get Cydia working. You got to like and sub. Hey, thanks, Pivot. Do an edit slash Q&A. You want me to start editing right now and just keep streaming? Like, I feel like I don't want to keep people up. Like, it's almost midnight. I do live videos every week. If you guys are interested, like if you want to go to my Patreon, patreon.com/Brandon Butch, one of my goals on there is to live stream twice a week. I love to see you edit, but you don't do anything crazy, so it might be boring. Yeah, I really don't. Like, I edit in Final Cut Pro, but it's like, really all my editing is syncing things up. That's all it is. I sync things up. I splice the tracks, not even tracks, you know what I mean? The source, like I have the video, I have the audio, I have the iPhone screen, and then I have the background, and then I have the phone. So it's like, 6 different layers, which is why it takes forever to export as well. But I just don't feel like, I don't think that's going to be near as interesting as something like I just did. So Q&A / edit tomorrow. I don't know. Play some Future while you edit. I wonder if I'll get copyright strike. Like if I'll not strike, but if I'll get like some kind of copyright. I don't think I would, but everybody's funny. Have you ever thought of using a script? A script for editing? That wouldn't work. Everything you do is worth it. I hope so. I hope everything I do is worth it. As you guys can see, I put a ton of effort into these things. Like, I know you guys probably already knew that, but I think it was just cool to see it. What's up, Isaiah? How long are you going to be up for? I'm not going to be up too much longer. I'm sick, so I need some sleep, but I'm going to edit tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be up. We'll see. How does Pickpocket work? You basically just enable it, and it sends you a picture from the front and rear-facing camera to your iMessage or your email. Does anyone else have no life and watch Brandon Butch all evening? Hey, I'm here for you guys. If you don't have, if you're not going out, I'm here for you. When will WebCrypt be updated? I'm not sure. Yeah, if you want to add me on Instagram, like it's private right now, and I have like over 300 requests for follows on Instagram, but I haven't accepted any of them just because Instagram was created like for personal friends and like family, so that's why I have such few followers. It was a very private Instagram, so I'm trying to just clean it up and things like that, and then I'll add everybody. How do you donate on mobile? I don't think you can. I think you have to be on desktop. Favorite tweak? Aspectus? I'm not sure what Aspectus is actually. My favorite tweak, I say it all the time, it has to be Spring Tomas 3. Can I start trying to caption your videos? Sure. You talking about closed captioning? Definitely. If you want to. What's the repo for Tiny Bar? Favorite tweak is Call Bar? Yeah, Call Bar is awesome. Call Bar is definitely awesome. It's not as awesome for me because I don't have my daily device jailbroken, but it's very useful if you get phone calls a lot. Um, Definitely. My nail my nail really isn't working. Please help. What do you mean? Appreciate that, Isaiah. Do you think Luca will get the mixtape player in the App Store? Is that what you said? I don't know. He might. He did like the open letter office tour. There isn't really much to see in here. I mean, I can show you. It's pretty much this, and then this over here. This is my old desk, and this is my new desk. I've just never moved the old desk out. So I basically have two desks, really three if you want to consider that. I have like three desks in one room, which is kind of stupid. I think would be the appropriate word. Uh, and then it's pretty much just boring stuff, really. I mean, this is the main attraction here. I don't know why I always crack up when I see this, but AirPod on a dock just looks hilarious to me. I have hard drives on hard drives. Yeah, this is like an old drawer from when I was like 6 years old. I don't even know why it's still in my house. Like, it makes no sense. This is a great case. If anybody was looking for a case, I know some people asked me about a case. This is an awesome case right here. Pretty much anything from Incipio I approve of, but this is a really awesome case from Incipio. I don't know what it's called. It's called oh, the Dual Pro, I think. Dual Pro is what it's called. You can probably find that on Amazon. Pretty cool case. I used it for a while. And I just hit my head on the lamp. Okay. And if you're wondering how I extended my USB so far, it's from this right here. It's an Anchor 4-port USB. Basically makes it so I don't have to reach around to the back of my iMac to plug something in. So that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy in the office here. Do you live in an apartment or a house? It's a condo. So pretty much an apartment, I guess. More of an apartment than a house. What is the tweak that stopped people from swiping left or right on your photos? It's called TeleX, I believe, or TELEX, or no, it's TELTX. Two words. Good set. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's still kind of incomplete. I still need to get speakers here, but are the AirPods good? The AirPods are amazing. I love the AirPods. I have Sky. I'm guessing you're asking if I have a girlfriend? No, I don't. Do I have a dog? No, I have a cat though. He'll probably come in here. Hold on. Come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Hey. Come on. Look. Hey. He's gonna lay on me now. Look. Look. Look over here. Look at him. He like rubs up against my chin all the time. It's pretty funny. His name is Iago. If you want to follow him on Instagram, his Instagram is a cat named Iago. If you want to follow my cat on Instagram, a cat named Iago. I haven't posted a picture in a long time, but that's his Instagram. Please help me fix Cydia. The file is missing. Oh, sorry to hear that, Tommy. Iago. Iago as in the Shakespeare play. That Iago. Jailbreak for 10.1.2. There's no such thing as 10.1.2, I don't think. 10.1.1 is as far as it went, isn't it? Or no? What am I thinking of? You mean 10.2.1? Nike or Adidas? Definitely Nike. A lot of people think I'm sponsored by Nike. All right, get down. You're getting hair on my shirt. A lot of people think I'm sponsored by Nike, which is pretty funny because I wear so much Nike in my videos. How's my family? Uh, Good, I guess. Why are you asking? It's kind of creepy. Dab again. What? Really? Please help me. My Safari doesn't work. It just keeps reloading. Do I have an Apple Watch? No, I don't actually. I do not have an Apple Watch. Are there any tweaks that remove your tweaks without removing Cydia? I've been uploading since 2008. I look tired. I am tired. Appreciate it. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer, guys. I didn't plan to do a Q&A after this, but I figured I would just because you guys were loyal and stayed in here for so long. It'd be wrong for me to just leave. Is there a jailbreak for iOS 11.4.2? It's actually coming out, I believe, at the end of this month. iOS 11.4.2 will get a jailbreak. They're pretty useless until you have one. What are you talking about? I look forward to Spring Tomas 3. Oh, yeah, definitely. Thoughts on TechSmart? Uh, I mean, I don't know. Get some sleep, man. You have to edit. Yeah, I know I do. Like I said, I'm gonna get out of here in a few. Sure, a lot of trolls. I live in Florida, Justin. Oh, the Apple Watch? Yeah, yeah, definitely. The Apple Watch, it's weird because this is like, I get every Apple product, but the Apple Watch, for some reason, I just didn't get. I mean, not really for no reason. I don't wear a watch, so I just didn't really feel like I'd um, get much use out of it, but I'm thinking about getting the third generation. Do I like everything Apple Pro? Of course. You gotta take a shower. All right, Tommy, yeah, if you wanna head out, definitely. I'm gonna head out here in a few, so I really appreciate the support tonight, Tommy. Really appreciate it. Appreciate that, Doom. If you deleted Cydia, uh, go to my Twitter and go to my pictures because I have a ton of fixes for that. The Prince of Prince of Fresh Air. Yeah, this is a different stream. I actually just about 20 minutes ago finished up with the video, and I stayed around for a little bit for some Q&A. iOS 20.7 leaked rumors. There we go. That's the video for Monday. You're back from editing. Appreciate that, Siobhan. Appreciate that, man. All right, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. What's my favorite jailbreak, Yalu or Pengu? Definitely Pengu. Do I expect a jailbreak for 10.3? It's still so early. I don't know. All right, Tommy, take care, man. All things Apple, you've been noticed. Did you listen to the mixtape player? Yeah. All I can say is that mixtape's better than anything Future's ever released. What's my personal phone? It's what I'm streaming on right now, the iPhone 7 Plus. I need to plug it in actually, so I don't like. Actually, no, I'll get an alert when I'm running low on battery. No news on Pengu. People are sleeping on NAS. You mean Nav? I like Nav. New series confirmed. Shout out Sundays. Toothbrush in one hand. Brandon's live streaming. Hey, you can sit the phone down. Usually when I brush my teeth, I'm on YouTube too, or watching something, or listening to something. All right, good night, Tommy. Everyone say bye to Tommy. He's the star of the stream of tonight's streams. Sorry, I have to go. No problem, Ben. No, take care. Thanks for coming out. Seriously, edit a picture of a block of cheese into my video. Will I make a video about Steve Jobs' birthday? Nah. Watch somebody donate $1,000. If somebody donated $1,000, they can have anything they want from me. No homo. Is there a fix? Will you be my dad? Sure. Where do you get this mixtape? Yeah, max is 500. I actually think that is right. I think I think the max is that. All right, later, Jason. Take it easy. All right, good night, Eric. Thanks for stopping by, dude. That's funny, Siobhan. Taiji or Pengu? Pengu all the way. Any top five rappers? Uh, in no particular order. Uh, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Nas. Uh, we're not just going for lyrics. Future. Who's the fifth? Jeezy. Those are my top five. Cool world. All right, good night, man. Take it easy. If you just joined, you missed all the action. This is the aftermath of the live stream. So, nah, Eminem cannot rap anymore. I'm talking about right now, not like of all time. Yeah, I did shave. A lot of people noticed that earlier because I made it such a big deal last time. But yeah, I did shave. Yeah, I like Drake. I just don't think he's a great rapper. I think he's a good singer. Uh, Makes catchy songs, but I don't think rapper. I wouldn't classify Drake as a rapper really. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here in about 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is when I'm getting off here. So if you have anything to ask, yeah, I like Big Sean. I really like Big Sean. I'm a big Big Sean fan. Yeah, I've heard Logic. I'm not too into Logic. Not a huge fan of Logic, but oh, hey Zeus, have you been in here the whole time? Why? What are you saying? Why for? Did you miss it or what? Yeah. If you guys didn't know, I ran a music website called Can't Stop Hip Hop, and I'm actually in the process of selling it right now. That was one of my other side businesses. Okay. Yeah, so I know hip hop more than a lot of people. Is there a jailbreak for the PS4 now? All right, take it easy, AV. Is there another tweak that can record your screen other than CC record? Nah, I mean I think there's other ones, but that's the best one. How should I set up my room to make videos like this? Just make space. That's all I can say. I use a 2009 iMac. Yeah, that's one of them. I mean, I have a MacBook right here as well. Cody crashes. Migos. Am I gonna stream tomorrow? I don't know. It depends on how I feel. If I'm really sick tomorrow, because this is like the sickness just starting, and I could feel it got progressively worse as the night went on. So if I feel better tomorrow, then I might stream. But I have a feeling I'm not going to be better, so I most likely will not stream until next Friday. But we'll see. If you put the post notifications on, if you turn post notifications on for like if you click the bell on the subscribe button, you'll see if I randomly start streaming. What got me sick? I wish I knew because I haven't been sick in like at least 3 years. It's been 3 years since I've had any kind of symptom of being sick. So I don't know. How do I become a moderator? I usually moderate people if they're in like every single stream for a long time. Um, Siobhan, you'll probably most likely get modded if you're in here next time. I'm not gonna mod anybody right now, like tonight for the rest of the night. But next week, if you're in here, I'll most likely mod you. If you jailbreak a PS4, do you get Cydia? No, Cydia is iOS only. That's nothing. That's nothing to do with PS4 or any other console or software. All right, man. Appreciate it, Dev. I've been on YouTube for almost 2 years. You watch everything Apple Pro? Yeah, I do. How do you live chat? What do you mean? Get some sleep. I know, I know. The 5 minutes is almost up. We got 2 minutes left. Apple Geek Squad, I didn't forget about you. Like I said, anybody that donated tonight in either this stream or the previous stream, they use the super chat feature, will get featured in this Top Tweaks video's description. So I just want to make that clear again for the people, just to reassure you that I didn't forget or anything like that. I can go back to my analytics and look at everybody that donated. So, and I really appreciate it. I love you too, Eric. Did I hear about TechNow review? No, I didn't hear about that. Drink some honey lemon tea to soothe your throat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get something. I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow and get something if it's not any better. Is it possible to get an Apple Music tweak? Uh, you mean like free Apple Music? No, there's not. There's a couple of tweaks for Apple Music, but nothing too crazy. All right, E-Mans, appreciate it. Appreciate that, Omar. All right, Isaiah. Thanks, bro. Take it easy. Take two Advil. Do I talk to other YouTubers? Yeah, I've talked to other YouTubers. I talked to ICU, iDevice Help, people like that. I'm open to talk to anybody. I don't have any like beef or anything like that. I'm not into drama or anything like that. So I'm cool with everybody. Get a tweak for your cold. Yeah, I need to get that custom repo to get that groundbreaking tweak for my to clear up my throat. iDevice. Is QWERTY still mad at ICU? Check out his website. You'll get the answer to that. What about the hack spot? I've never talked to him. I don't have anything against him or anything. I've never talked to him, so it did just hit midnight. I'm not into drama. Gets featured on Scarce. Dude, I got featured on Scarce with absolutely no intention of getting featured on Scarce at all. At all. Like, I tweeted that simply because I was shooting a video when it happened. Like, I literally had no intention of that ever going anywhere. All right, good night, Spooky. I did not ever in a million years think I'd end up on Scarce, like, ever. So it was pretty crazy. Appreciate that, Mario. Yeah, I do have a top accessories video coming soon, and best cases as well in the works. If you guys want to see how I'm into showing you guys a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So this is where I like save all my videos. Like, I put like all the videos I'm thinking of right here. See, best iPhone 7 cases. What's on my iPhone? Plus plus apps. AirPods review. 100K. Best iPhone accessories. iPhone 8 videos. And then I have a complete, these are like the sheets I print out, like what I showed you before. I basically just write them all down in Google Drive and save them in there. That's where all my video ideas are. All right, guys. Do you have a charging case? No, I use this. This is my charging case, the Anker power bank. That's what I use. I don't use a case for that. My sub goal for 2017 is 100K, and I think I'll definitely get it. Actually, I know I'll get it. So should be fun. I have a video coming for 100K as well. So appreciate that, Dubstep. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I mean, I really appreciate it. I did not expect this many people to stay around for so long. You guys are awesome. I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes look. And yeah, 100K special. Yeah, for sure. Thanks to everybody that donated. I really appreciate it. If you're really, feeling generous and want to get some perks for my live streams and stuff like that, you can check out my Patreon. 100% optional. Don't make it feel like I'm forcing you, there's a pay gate between content or anything like that. But patreon.com/BrandonButch, if you're interested in just checking it out, feel free to, if you're really into supporting and things like that. So thank you guys again for coming out. Really appreciate it. Have a good night.